Amtrak's Acela Express, Amtrak's Northeast Regional, two of the United States' most fastest and premier trains. But which one is better? Well, today we'll take a trip down the Northeast Corridor to find out. We'll see which train is the better value in price, time, and overall experience. I'm Ralph from Ralph's Trip Reports, and welcome to this week's video. And good morning. Welcome back to Wilmington, Delaware. Today, we're about to head on over to the station, which is right across the street, and take a ride on Amtrak's Acela Express to Washington, D.C. We'll spend a little time in Washington, D.C., and then take the 4 o'clock regional back to Wilmington. Let's head on over to the station and climb aboard the first one, Amtrak's Acela Express. All trains depart from the President Joe Biden train station in downtown Wilmington. Entering the station, we see that our train, Acela 2103, is operating 5 minutes late, but that won't stay that way.
Now we're on the station on track number 1, 9204, northbound, Center City, Philadelphia, SEPTA, track 1. All right, let's get the southbound Acela going next on track number 3. That'll be 2103, southbound Acela for Baltimore and Washington, D.C.
Philadelphia, 30th Street, Suburban Station, Jefferson Station. Passengers should proceed to track 1.
And here's our train. Leading us to Washington this morning is Power Unit 2019, with 2018 trailing on the rear of the train. We are assigned a seat in Car 3, Seat 7A, so we can hop on board and depart Wilmington promptly.
Our next station stop will be Baltimore Penn Station. Baltimore is next.
As we depart Wilmington, let's take a look at the map for today's journey. Departing Wilmington, it's straight south on Amtrak's Northeast Corridor, passing through towns such as Northeast, Havre de Grace, and Aberdeen, before reaching the suburbs of Baltimore. After Baltimore, we'll blast through marked stops such as BWI Airport and New Carrollton before arriving in Washington Union Station. Our journey today will take an hour and 25 minutes, and we will cover a distance of 107 miles. We then pick up speed, heading back up to our top speed of 135 miles an hour. As we blast past Newark in the University of Delaware, let's take a look at the seats on today's train. Above you, we see the individual reading lights. Coming down onto the seat, we see the footrest, which is pretty good being that I'm 5'7". I was able to recline pretty well. Moving up onto the seat, we see the tray table. This tray table is big and sturdy and does come out to reach you in your recline, which is what you would expect being this is a premium train. After that, we see there's two 120-volt outlets, along with the recline button, as well as audio controls. And now, we've reached one of the main highlights of the trip, passing over the Susquehanna River Rail Bridge. What a beautiful morning it is. We then pass Martin State Airport before reaching the suburbs of Baltimore.
The station stop will be Baltimore. Baltimore Penn Station will be next. That's your final destination point, please. You have all personal items.
We are now reaching the B&P tunnels, which will lead us into Baltimore Penn Station, our only stop of the day. While we're stopped in Baltimore, let's take a look at the restroom on today's train. This restroom is clean and spacious and had all the amenities you would want, even a hand dryer. Washington is next. We're now passing a stop that some Acela trains serve, BWI Airport, before blasting through New Carrollton and then reaching the Ivy City Maintenance Yards, which means our arrival into Washington is imminent.
Attention passengers, we're getting ready to make our next and final station stop, which will be Washington, D.C. Union Station. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the crew 2103, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank all of you for choosing Amtrak as your mode of transportation this morning. We appreciate your patronage, and we do thank you for riding. We hope you have a safe and pleasant time in our nation's capital, and come and get to see us in the very near future.
As we depart the train, we see at the end of each car there is a few tables set up in a 2-2 arrangement facing each other. Well, that was Amtrak's Acela Express. Pretty good journey down. We actually arrived 2 minutes early, which is a very good thing. And I gotta say, they said the train was running late. It arrived in Wilmington, bam on time, left bam on time. So, not bad. So, I'll do more Union Station on my way back. So, yeah, let's head out and explore Washington. After taking in some of the sights, like going up inside the Washington Monument, visiting the Air and Space Museum, and visiting one of my favorite cupcake places, Georgetown Cupcakes, 8 hours just flew by, and it's time to head back to the station. Hi. So how quick 7 hours flies by. It's 3 o'clock, and we're back at Union Station. Had a great day walking around. It was a little cold, a little rainy, but we ain't gonna let that bother us. We still had a great time. We're heading home on the Northeast Regional back to Wilmington. So the key difference is Amtrak Acela Express is the premium service. So it's limited stops, reserved seating, either business class or first class seat. The Northeast Regional is either coach or business. We're in coach. No reserved seats. It's the cheapest option. You'll be shocked to find out the price difference between these two when I tell you later on. But anyway, our train is leaving soon, so let's head into the station and get ready to get on board. Oh my gosh. Washington, D.C. Union Station is still absolutely a marvel to look at. So another thing that I don't really like about the way Amtrak does their boarding is they put you into these lines like you're herding sheep just to get onto this train. There's no assigned seating, so as soon as that track's announced, everybody's running to get in line so they can get a good seat. You know how this wouldn't be an issue? If you just let everybody pick their seats in advance. Not just that, I think it's ridiculous that I'm standing here right now. I have to wait till 4:02 when there's a perfectly good regional right there for me to get on. But come on, Amtrak. I think it's ridiculous. And not just on the regional, but all trains. You've seen how it was on the Carolinian. But anyway, we should be boarding here soon. And let's get out of DC and head back to Delaware. Very tempting. And since our train is so long this evening, we have 2 chargers on our train. Pushing us will be ACS 64 number 653, which won't stay on the train for very long. We also have another charger at the front of the train, which I was not able to get a number of. On the adjacent track, we see that Floridian train that I was just showing you. And going to the front really did pay off. Look at this. So as you come into the car, you see that it's arranged in a 2-2 arrangement. I'm going to be taking 6A for now. And even after all that, still got a window seat. Quickly, while I have this car to myself, the lights coming down onto the seat. Got the tray table. Comes out pretty good. 220 volt outlets. Now, in here, safety information card. And just to show you, and here's the seat. It's recline. Does recline pretty good. Goes back pretty far. We're leaving Washington, or so I thought. So it gets better. We went maybe a mile down the tracks, but we've been sitting here for the last 10 minutes. They say it's something with the engine. Hopefully it can get resolved. If not, at least we're here. The Ivy City maintenance yard's like a mile down the track. So I could literally just go get a new engine and couple it. I see the conductor out checking something, so we'll have to see. While we're waiting, I figured I would check out the restroom. The restroom on this train was kept well and spotless throughout the whole trip. Now we just lost power. Great. But before you know it, they fixed the issue and we're on our way. Leaving DC, it's the exact same route we took on the Acela. However, we make 2 additional stops, New Carrollton and BWI Airport, before reaching Baltimore and Wilmington. Our journey will take 1 hour and 36 minutes, covering the same 107 miles. Okay, so a little update. As you just saw, the train's now running 1 hour late, which at least we left Washington, we're on our way, so we're in New Carrollton now, should be on our way northbound.
Airport stop. If you stop, make sure your belongings make right on exit, please watch the next train. BWI Airport next. Make sure you have all your belongings, make your way on exit, watch the exit train. Baltimore Penn, coming up next. Next stop will be Wilmington, Delaware, 45 minutes.
Now let's talk cost. Part of a recent sale, I was able to snag a ticket from Wilmington down to Washington for $36, which was fantastic. The regional, however, was an even bigger steal. From Washington, D.C. to Wilmington, Delaware, at 4 o'clock rush hour on a Friday afternoon, I was able to snag a ticket 2 months in advance for $14, which was absolutely fantastic. So as we pull into Wilmington, I think it's time to say whether Acela is really worth it or not, or you should take the regional. It really depends on price. If you could get the Acela for maybe $20 or $30 more than the regional and you want assigned seats, I would go for the Acela. But if it's ridiculous amounts of money more, I would just take the regional and just know that you might not be sitting with whoever you travel with. So, would I pick the Acela over the regional? 9 times out of 10, no.
Proceed to track 3. 8th Street, track Newark, New Jersey. Passengers should proceed to track 2.
Well, that just about does it for me. It's about time for me to head home and head to bed. It's been a long day, 12 hours. Thank you so much for watching. Really do appreciate you taking the time to watch this and all my videos. And God bless, and I'll see you next time.